Hello everyone, here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Lost Worlds. Since last episode, continued working on feeding the cows, at least until I ran out of all the bales. We got one hay bale left, and that is it, Evan. So we'll have to buy some more bales here at some point. We still have a fair amount of silage left yet. I don't think I can see how much is here, can I? Not that I know of. I believe there's a mod, like a heaps mod or something like that, will let you show what's actually in that pile there. But anyway, there's some silage left yet, so we got plenty of silage left yet. Not too worried about that one. Also, Evan just finished sleeping through the night here as well. And guess what? The cows still have food left. They still have straw. They still have food. I guess they don't have water because there's no water over this barn, which, again, as I mentioned last episode, I'm definitely okay with that one. Enough of that water rubbish stuff. The fact that you gotta, like, cart water to, like, what? And yeah, anyway, we've discussed that before. So nice to see none of that foolish water nonsense in the animals there, if you ask me. So yeah, looks like the cows are looking pretty good, Evan. Like I said, just finished skipping through the night here as well, and a couple of things I noticed here. One, our hayfields, at least if the game would leave them turned on, are ready to be mowed again. I'm like, whoa, okay, so I guess we're going to be mowing here this episode. So we'll put the 4020 on that job. Again, the 4020 seems to be the ideal tractor for the mower we currently have. I've tried other tractors on it. The other tractors just, they do not pull that mower particularly well. So yeah, we'll drop the baler off here. We'll grab that mower. Not sure why the 4020 is on the baler here as well, but whatever. I guess it was pulling double duty here last time. Oh, we got 51.1 hours on this tractor already. I was just looking at that one. I don't know if this is our highest hour tractor or not, but it's probably really close. Because, yeah, 4020 gets used for a lot. As I said, too, I think before I was waiting maybe time to get another 4020 of one. Get a nice 4020 mowing tractor here. This is not probably, the way we have this set up, I'm not the ideal mowing tractor with duals and front wheel assist and all that good stuff. I mean, it works, I suppose, that one, but we definitely don't need all that for just mowing usually. So I might have to shove those silage bales out of the way there just a little bit. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about, Evan, is the course that is currently loaded good for this, or is this, I think this is the mower course, I'm pretty sure, Evan. I don't think I unloaded it from last time, so we're just going to start the course plate. Wait, actually, stop it a minute. I just remembered. This one, you got to lower it down. For some reason, the course plate doesn't know how to lower it down, so make sure we lower it down, then we're good. Shove those bales out of the way here real quick a minute. I think these are the 6 bales, if I remember correctly, that we got off that field, Evan. I'm going to be real curious to see once here this time around if we get a better yield or not. That field should be all fertilized and all that good stuff here this time around. Well, apparently the grass here did not regrow, did it? Interesting. Huh, I wonder why that is. Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't really super matter, I guess. Just curious why the grass around the outside edge of the field didn't regrow. And I was definitely surprised to see the hay that is ready to be mowed here again already as well. But yeah, it's only been 1 month as far as I know since we last mowed it. So it's like, wow, that seems a little quick. Not complaining, just, yeah. We'll have to see what's to if we can remember not to have the offset in there here this time around so we don't end up with this missing spots. Yeah, course play keeps trying to throw an offset in there, which just screws everything up. So, anyway. We'll leave course play to that one. We've got some more work to do over on, I think this was our cornfield, right? Yes, our cornfields here, our cornfield, just the cornfield here, seems to have some unwanted guests in it. So we need to do something about that. And I think I've got just the tractor for that here. Yes, the Farmall 806. And possibly just the tool for this as well. If I remember correctly, I think this connects from this side over here. Seems like it would connect from the other way, Evan, but I'm pretty sure it was actually connected this way. Like I said, you would think you would connect to it from this side, right? But no. Okay, let's fold that out. Folds out underneath the tractor just like you'd expect. I bet there's some people out there that have not seen this done before. Yeah, you don't see too many farmers doing this anymore. This is a bit of an old school way of taking care of the weeds. Not, well, I was going to say not effective. It's not completely ineffective, but at the same time, too, I would say it is somewhat ineffective as well. Does a good job of maybe getting rid of the weeds in between the corn. Definitely does a good job of that. You can't deny that. Nothing like some good old steel when it comes to removing weeds, right? However, what it doesn't do is remove the weeds that are in the row of corn, like they're actually in with the corn, right? So you got weeds right in with the corn there. Yeah, not much you can do about that, unfortunately. It's actually a topic we've discussed every so often when it comes to the multiplayer server here and weeds. And when I say multi, I'm not necessarily talking the multi, but it doesn't really have anything to do with it per se, just live streams of it. So on the live streams, we've actually discussed this a fair amount here. Mainly in the world of organic farming. And again, at least on the live streams, as we've discussed them, I've got actually a couple of organic farmers around where I live. One in particular that I'm thinking of. And yeah, they take a lot of steps to try to remove the weeds from their field. But again, they grow some of the most beautiful weeds you folks have ever seen. And when I say beautiful, I'm talking 10-footers. It's like, oh my goodness. So yeah, for anyone that ever asks what my thoughts on an organic farm, and that's usually the first thing I turn to. Go look at the organic farmer down the road and like, yeah, no. And for those of you wondering, by the way, there's a lot of methods for attempting to remove weeds when it comes to organic farming. Obviously, organic farming, for those who may be not familiar, typically means you're not allowed to use any sort of chemicals on the field. So, herbicides, stuff like that. Yeah, it actually, for the most part, the organic farmer that's down the road, they don't use any chemicals at all that I know of. So, no fungicides, herbicides, insecticides, no liquid fertilizers. I'm not sure about pellet fertilizer. I'm not sure on that one. I know they put manure on the field. You see a fair amount of that. But I don't know if they do any solid pellet fertilizer. I'm not sure if that's allowed with organic farming or not. I think there's different, and someone can help me out on this maybe. I think there's different levels of organic farming as well, right? But typically in most of your organic farming applications, Evan, no sprays at all are allowed. So how are you supposed to remove weeds without spray, right? Well, obviously the first one you see us doing right here. The old cultivator. Now, at least the way we're using them, typically you'd line it up with a row, which, at least in the game here, they don't exactly have rows. Unless, of course, you use the row crop mod, or a row crop ready map. Then you will actually have rows. And I'm not sure how well this would work on a row crop ready map. I would assume it worked just fine, but yeah, the only problem with this one, again, like I said, it only removes the weeds in between the rows. It doesn't remove the weeds that might be actually in the row. And I know, at least in the case of my grandpa used to farm like this, had a cultivator. I like to say his was one row smaller than this one, if I remember correctly. And he also had fertilizer boxes that mounted on his as well, so you could put fertilizer down while cultivating. So again, you cultivate to remove the weeds, and then you also put some fertilizer down at the same time. As for other options for removing weeds, well, you got the electro weed zapper. It's exactly what it sounds like. I've been using electricity to zap weeds. You know, again, it's effective if you get the weeds right, everyone. And then there's also the propane burner. I don't know if there's any other methods or not outside of removing them by hand. I mean, those are like the 3 methods I know of. So again, you got the old-fashioned cultivator. You've got the electro weed zapper, and depending on the brand name, you get by different names, of course, right? But and then you got the propane burner, which again uses fire to remove the weeds, Evan. However, just like any of the other previously stated tools, Evan, they're only effective if you can actually get to the weeds. And of course, you gotta be careful too. Like, you know, you start burning weeds, you might be burning your corn too, right? I'll have to say, watching a propane burner work at night, though, that is kind of cool. For those of you who've ever seen that, farmer going up and down the roads with a propane burner going, that is pretty cool. Okay, we'll finish this pass. I'm going to maybe see if we can set up some GPS here. Let's get the GPS set up, maybe see if we can actually line up with any roads or not. Or not, but okay, almost the end. Like I said, we'll get the GPS going here. Don't need the force that's currently loaded. Actually, don't need force play at all. So let's get rid of that. And let's see what we got for some GPS here. Oh! First off, why are we sliding? That's kind of annoying. Oh, so if you turn, you slide. Okay. Slide the other way if you turn the other way. Very slowly. Okay, good to know. Well, anyway, I was about to say, I don't think we have GPS on this tractor. Well, shame on me on that one, huh? We can fix that here momentarily. Yes, definitely need a GPS. Probably figured I could save myself $15,000 not buy a GPS for this tractor, but I don't think so, man. I think we need GPS. Make sure we're still lowered down here yet. Okay, let's turn that on, and I think we're running 90, I think. Auto width. No, definitely not 90. Okay, fine, we're running 0. Why do I keep thinking we're running? Oh, yeah, we are running 0. Okay. Keep thinking this field's running the other way for some reason. Yeah, we'll just line up this GPS line here, I guess. Try not to miss anything that way. Again, like I said, don't see this setup very often anymore. About the only ones that are probably using this setup are the organic farmers. And again, like I said, it's not, in my opinion, particularly effective. At least not looking at the organic farmers that are farming around where I live anyway. Again, like I said, the organic farmers that are around where I live, Evan, they grow some of the most beautiful weeds you folks have ever seen. It's, yeah, I would not want to be the farmer that had my fields around their fields. That is for sure, Evan, because, oh my goodness, the ginormous weeds, like, yeah. And you can see the difference, too, Evan. You know, if you're going from the organic field to maybe a field that's right next to that one that is normally farmed, and when I say normally, I'm talking, you know, sprays and chemicals and all that good stuff, right? The weeds from the organic field tend to bleed over into the normally farmed fields, and yeah, obviously, like I said, if I was the farmer, I would not be too happy about it. Oh, it doesn't look like our rows even still line up yet. I don't know if there's anything I can do to even get them to actually line up, because Just because I can get them to line up on this one doesn't mean they'll line up on the next one, right? Looking good here so far. Oh, we're looking on the Mowing, by the way. Looks like he's got one more headland pass to go yet. And then, of course, we'll have to get all those baled up. Now, speaking of bales, I still have a stack of bales over there that need to be sold yet. I'm probably going to go ahead and just sell those. I kept them around just in case I needed them for the cows. But I don't think we'll have to. We got a pretty good silage pile there. That should, I would think, last us until our corn is ready to be chopped. Speaking of chopped corn, obviously we got a nice brand new bunker there. Hopefully that'll work a little better than our previous one. Also, how are we looking on the weeds here? If we switch over to, yeah, that one. Nice thing about this one, when it comes to removing weeds this way, it actually completely removes the weeds. If I was to just spray this one, it would leave the, I don't know what you want to call it, the dead. It would leave the dead weeds there. Well, this time, they're actually gone. And as far as I know as well, this does not affect our yield at all doing this. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it does, but which kind of backwards to real life. I'm like, real life, Evan, yes, your sprays and chemicals do affect your crops a little bit, but the benefit far, far outweighs the little bit of minuscule damage they might typically do. You know, compared to, again, having weeds in your corn or soybeans or weeds in any crop for that matter, right? Like Farmall 806, right? Okay, anyway, let's head over to the comments section in a moment. It seems what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder again, too, by the way, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, don't forget, too, Evan, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. Give her the old thumbs up there. I mean, why can't you like good old-fashioned field cultivating, crop cultivating, I guess. Field cultivating activity if you're running a field cultivator. Field cultivator and this type of cultivating, I mean, obviously a little bit different, right? Field cultivator designed to be ran across the field, covers the entire field, usually before planting. This type of cultivating just for weeds. Anyway, to the comment section in a moment. Oh, and for those of you folks, I'm sure probably I noticed here, but the video from Monday was late. I failed to mention this here in yesterday's video. But again, the video from Monday was late. That was due to no internet. My internet honked out Sunday morning at like 3:30 in the morning or something like that. So no internet there Sunday. And then I think it was Monday. It was like Monday mid-afternoon before they finally came and actually fixed the internet. Actually ended up having to replace my entire line that runs from the pole outside up to the house. Apparently it went bad somewhere. So yeah, we're back online here again. Everything's hopefully good. Okay, with that being said, let's head over to the comments here a moment, see what some folks had to say. RC Win was saying, I wonder if you'll need to plow the grass field every 3 harvests, even with the precision farming enabled. Great. Ooh, that's a good question there, RC Win. I did not check that. It's not showing it needs to be plowed. It says it needs to be rolled. Interesting enough, it doesn't say this one needs to be rolled. Huh. I wonder why that is. Yeah, it doesn't say we need to be plowed yet, so we'll have to see once how that turns out. Also, what's up with the mulch down here? Huh. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, well, whatever. Niles was saying that manure spreaders with vertical beater bars will fling poop much wider than the width of the spreader. Spreaders with horizontal beater bars, not so much. I should pay attention to what kind that New Holland had. With that being said, I'll have to say my experience with those type of spreaders, yes, they might spread a little bit wider than the spreader one, but typically your concentration of manure is usually like the width of the spreader. That being said, there are some of the newer ones out nowadays that they probably do a little bit better job of getting a little bit more even than some of the older ones did, but still. Usually that style of spreader, everyone, width of the spreader is the width of your spread pattern. Again, like I said, like Niles was saying, if you get the vertical beater bars there, it can throw it out a little further, but still usually ends up straight behind it. Brian was saying you got to pay your internet bill every once in a while. Oh, nobody ever told me that. Gotta pay the bill. What kind of nonsense is this? I thought that's what Biden was for. Mason was saying, are you going to use that small bin site with the state controller I sent you? You know what? I actually completely forgot about that. And he also says, how about getting a white tractor? A white tractor, huh? I think, if I remember correctly, I think we do have white tractor or two here. Actually, I think I went past it. Yes, we got a white Field Boss Series 3. There we go. We might just have to check that tractor out. Might be a good one for the farm here if we bump it up. 170 horsepower. There we go. Now we're talking. 155. Might be a good size tractor. I'll have to see how much money we're working with here. But yes, another larger tractor on the farm would be kind of nice. That white tractor will probably be, I'm trying to think here, that'll definitely be our newest tractor, I believe. I don't think we have any older, any tractors newer than that. I don't think so anyway. See the dirt on the mower, or the battery there, right? Dirt on the battery's all blurry, isn't it? Interesting. Usually comes from being the textures being stretched too much over the dirt texture there. Don't have the mapping quite done right. Looks like that's all the comments here at the moment. Oh, did I? Christopher said, good video, keep it up. I forget to mention that one. I might have missed that. Again, thank you very much for that. As I've said before, I always enjoy reading all you folks' comments, so if you got something to add, be sure to throw it down below there. And, of course, if you got any suggestions for this series, let me know. Again, we're trying to stick with a little bit of an older school series here on this map. But as is typical, trying to play with equipment like this here in the game, it's sometimes a bit of a crapshoot, whether or not the equipment works, whether or not you can find what you're looking for, and yeah, it's a bit, can be a bit interesting sometimes, everyone. Oh, look at that. We were talking about rows here earlier, everyone. Look at that. Our rows are lining up perfectly here at the moment. Even the tires, wow. That's just impressive, everyone. Probably the only one that'll line up like this, though. So I was saying earlier, even if I took the time to actually line it up like this, it's not going to matter. Get a couple rows down and it's not going to line up anymore. Unless, of course, again, maybe if you use the row crop ready maps, then maybe it would. I'm not sure. In theory, it seems like it would, but I don't know. Yep, and just like that one, we are no longer lined up anymore, are we? Misaligned by quite a bit, aren't we? Wow. One roll over changes quite a bit. Oh well. Not much we can do about it. Nice looking dash on this tractor here. Nice to see that. Our author actually took the time to get that all updated. Cool. And also, just so you can see here, Jeffrey, we got fenders on this tractor. He was complaining something, I don't know, safety, no fenders, a couple episodes, but I don't know what he was complaining about. I mean, no fender. Come on now, just don't fall on the tires. You'll be fine. I don't know why there were so many farm-related accidents back in the day. Can't imagine why. Oh, the gear shift actually moves too. Yeah, I just noticed that one. Got, I'm assuming, I think this is the throttle up here, I would guess. I'm not particularly familiar with these old farm malls, that one. My experience has mainly been with the older John Deere tractors. So, again, like I said, not particularly familiar with the old farm malls, internationals. Well, anyway, I'm looking at the time. I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here for today's episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.